How do you protect your VisuNet FLX installed outdoors even better from environmental influences? I'll show you in just a few steps in the following video. Here you can see our VisuNet FLX, our modular HMI platform. We have various optional Sunshield accessories in our portfolio. One is the Sunshield top. We have a backside heat reflector and additional side shield elements. In addition to the selected Sunshield component, you will of course need the right gloves, preferably cut-resistant gloves, and the right tools. Here we need a torque screwdriver that covers a range of 2.3 to 8 Newton meters, then the corresponding hexagon socket and Torx bits, and an 8mm socket. Then we can get started. We start with the Sunshield top. The first step is to loosen the top 4 screws. The screws that we have just removed can also be reused for the installation of the Sunshield top. The only thing is that the flat washers need to be removed. Then we take the Sunshield element and place it here on the front of the VisuNet FLX. It is even easier with the help of a colleague. If they are holding on, it is super easy to install the screws, even when wearing gloves. The screws are each fastened individually with 4 Newton meters. That's it already. The installation of the Sunshield top is now complete. If only the Sunshield top were in use now, you would simply unfold it, screw it down, and you're done. Of course, we now want to install the other elements as well. And now we continue with the backside heat reflector installation. To install the backplate, the first step is to remove the 2 additional screws. These are no longer required. All screws and distance bolts required to install the backplate are also included in the scope of delivery. We start with the distance bolts. Here we need to install the female distance bolts at the top. These are then tightened to 3 Newton meters. Continue with the female-male spacer sleeves. These are also tightened to 3 Newton meters. As we are installing the side parts afterwards, it is sufficient in the first step if we only fasten the 2 top screws in the spacers. We screw these in relatively loose, simply so that we can hook the backplate in well, and only when the backplate is hooked in, they are tightened or retightened. So, let's take our backplate and place it between the distance bolts and the screws we just screwed in. We can now tighten the upper screws to 2.3 Newton meters. However, as we will install the side panels, we leave the lower screws out completely. These are needed to fix the side panels in place. Of course, if we were only using the backplate now, we would also have to tighten the lower screws to 2.3 Newton meters. Let's grab one of the side panels here. We have one for the left side and one for the right side. But you can see that very clearly. You just have to look where the holes are, and then it's very easy to see. Of course, we need our tool and our screw. We made sure in advance that the drill holes matched. Then we slide our side protection element between the Sunshield top and the mounting flange and push it counterclockwise. We turn it upwards until these holes are all aligned so that we can simply fasten the screw. We continue with the second side panel. The procedure is the same on the other side. We place this again between the hinge and the Sunshield element until the hole is aligned. This time we turn it clockwise. So now we have to fit our last 2 screws. They go in here at the top. They fasten the side protection elements here with the Sunshield top part. To do this, we loosen the Sunshield top part again and make sure that the holes match. And then comes the last screw, this time a torque screw. It is used here for the final fastening. So, as the very last step, we now have to tighten the opposite protective nut. In the slotted hole here, once again to 8 Newton meters. And the installation is complete. So, last click. That's it for the entire installation. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us.